So it is 3 p.m. on Mother's Day, and in about a half an hour I'm gonna hit the road to drive to my very first sanction bout of the year against the Sitka Sound Slayers, I think. And I don't know anything about this team, and I thought it might be fun to talk about how I get ready for a bout and my mental toughness at any given moment during preparation. So right now, I feel like I'm gonna vomit and throw up. Super nervous, which is something that has always been true about me regardless of what sport I play. So I am going to drink some hot tea and lay down and try and do some meditation and see how that works. I'm super nervous, as always. So, traffic was terrible, of course, on the way to Auburn where we were skating against the Sitka Sound Slayers. And I tried really, really hard not to let traffic bother me so that I wouldn't come into the game just being like, fuck everything, and like punching people in the throat. And I think I did a pretty good job. Made it through the first half. Like 2 minutes into the second half, I fell down. And hopefully, I don't know. I guess I didn't do that good. This first sanction bout, my mental toughness wasn't where it should have been. I wish that I had thought more about what I should be doing instead of about what I didn't want to be doing. You know, oh, I don't want to fall down, I don't want to fall down, and in thinking, fall down, fall down, fall down, that's what you do. Instead of thinking, I don't want the jammer to get past me, I don't want the jammer to get past me, I wish I had been thinking, seal in my wall, or watch the line, or fucking don't foul out, I guess. Although that's the opposite thought that I should be having. It should just be play clean, play clean, play clean. But I head back in and cheer my team on, and hopefully my next sanction game in a couple weeks will go a little bit better. So I'm sitting at a stoplight and my gas indicator just went off. I feel like I can make it home. It's not a good angle, but look over here. I could totally make it home. I'm only sometimes a person that will eat my feelings. So are you ready for this? Oh, a Diet Coke, because I don't have Coke Zero and I'm pissed off about it. The same dinner that I get every time I come home from an away bout, and it's totally disgusting and I fucking love it. Oh yes, it's the 2 cheeseburgers meal. There's the perfect ratio of like ketchup to mustard to onions on the McDonald's cheeseburger. And if you don't think so, you're fucking wrong. That's the truth. I'm gonna make it home. I'm gonna do it. After I've slept on the bout, I think about things that I want to improve for the next time that I play. That's a little bit hard when you've only played half the game and you fouled out the night before, because I knew that if I thought about it last night, I was just gonna be thinking about, felt super guilty, obviously, putting additional pressure on them by like fouling out and not being on the roster, not getting as many penalties. So last night I noticed I was pivoting quite a bit, and one of the things that I think I need to do is, as a pivot, be able to both block and be prepared to receive the star at the same time, because like I need to take my star from the jammer. That was all I was worried about. That's what I'm gonna focus on at practice tonight. I'm gonna try and wear the stripe as often as I can. I'm super proud of our team, actually. That's my dog back there rolling around in his bed being annoying. But we lost by over 400 points, and that's a big loss, but I'm actually really proud that our team, number one, went out there and played a game like that where we could learn from a huge loss. And number two, like, we really, despite how small our roster was and despite how outmatched we were by this other team, did a really good job staying calm and sticking to our game as best we could and just trying to find enjoyment in the game. We'll learn a lot from this game, and we can take it into our sanctioned games that are coming up in the next couple weeks. Point in the season, we have lots of sanctioned games coming up, and this game happened to not be a sanctioned game. And so this was actually a really good game to have right before we go into our tournament next weekend, because it allowed me to focus on what I need to be thinking about for success. And I hit this thing that I call dead space, which is like where I don't feel anything at all. And it doesn't happen very often, so I'm interested to see how this game turns out. So it's halftime. I've been playing in dead space this whole half, like, no idea whether I'm doing a good job or not. I feel okay. I'll let you know how it goes. I almost fouled out again. That's obviously the last thing you want to do as a jammer, is like not be on the track. And I kind of started breaking out of that weird like headspace that I was in about halfway through the second half, and then I got put into jam and just, it was a nightmare, but it was really good. It taught me a lot about what I should be doing when I'm jamming instead of what I'm actually doing. So like always, I'm gonna sleep on the bout, things that I want to work on in practice tomorrow and work on them for the next 3 days, and hopefully they'll show up at the tournament next weekend. What do I want to reflect on for the bout last night? Still, I need to work on fewer penalties, but overall the bout felt really good for me and my team, and I want to hold on to that momentum for the tournament coming up. In practice this week, I think I'm just gonna focus on trying to keep that feeling that we had during the game. Encouraging my teammates. I think that was a really big part of our success last night. We're really cohesive. We talked to each other a lot. Really supportive of everyone. We had a lot of people who were in their very first bout. So I think we just need to keep doing that and keep honing that and making that a reality, and so I'm gonna play my part in that. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Stupid Ulysses. Fucking photobombs everything. Oh my god, get off! Oh, pit bulls are sometimes the worst. Ugh. So, we got 3 practices left. I'm gonna focus on holding my line and not turning sideways to the jammer and just being really communicative with my team. That's what I gotta focus on tomorrow and the night after and the night after. Now I'm gonna go off and train and try and ease out some of the soreness from today, last night, whatever. This is like one of the first sunny days of the year, and it's blinding. It's terrible, but I love it. So I just got home from our mandatory practice before our tournament this weekend. So there will be a couple more practices leading up to the tournament. I'm really hoping that the rule of the shit practice holds true. I wasn't there mentally and had to step out of a drill at the very beginning because I was just like, this isn't right. Like, nothing's feeling right, everything's feeling wrong. I feel like I'm gonna get injured, this sucks. And then later on as practice went on, it got a little bit better. I guess we'll see. Like, I know that's a real superstition that before tournaments, you have a shitty practice and then everything is fine at the tournament or before the big game or at the big game. Like, fingers crossed, that's reality, I guess.